Now, we're ready to dive into the first of our presentations. It's my pleasure to introduce Manos Pertikaris, Business Units Manager and Payment Expert at Melon Technologies. Manos has been at the forefront of payment technologies for many years, and today, he'll be sharing his expertise on in-store payments, emerging trends and technologies. His presentation will offer us a deep dive into the latest advancements in in-store payment solutions and how these technologies are evolving to meet the needs of both businesses and consumers. Manos, we're excited to hear from you. Please take it away.
Good morning. Welcome. Much more human than AI, right? Is this thing working? Yeah. This is not moving here, eh? So, anyway, good morning again. Very excited to be here with you today. We will discuss the next 15 and so minutes about the emerging trends and technologies that shape face-to-face payments. So, face-to-face commerce practically is an activity where the main volume comes from these segments: transit, hospitality, retail, and fuel. And 75% globally of the processed volume of transactions comes from the face-to-face environment. 90% of the customers are practically small and medium businesses, and it's the bread and butter of our daily business. It's the sweet spot of what we're doing together over the years. Hospitality and retail, of course, is the majority of this kind of customers. What is shaping the payments landscape globally? Nothing that you don't know already. So we have the established trends, and of course, contactless. Do you remember how was the life before contactless? We had to give someone a card to put it into the reader and enter our PIN and so on. So contactless was a major change, eh? And of course, all the other technologies like mobile POSs, the self-service environment with unattended devices, practically became the standard. We have some emerging trends, like soft POSs that everybody's aware, AI, open banking, and more points of interaction for the customers. And things that are coming, the futuristic trends, biometric payments, and IoT. In the environment of face-to-face commerce, and specifically when it comes to the physical POSs, we distinguish 4 different trends: basic and simple POSs, even more sophisticated devices that accommodate business applications, flexibility and reinvention on the fly, and I will explain in a while, and of course, dematerialization of the payment components. So basic and simple POSs, aimed at small merchants where cost is the primary motivation. It can be physically devices or virtual applications, depending on the use case, and in some cases, capable for intensive use. Generally speaking, merchants that they do perform intensive usage of devices, they do prefer devices with touch buttons. So this is an area that we address with the legacy devices and, of course, with the soft POSs these days. Then we have this kind of merchants, this kind of businesses, where we need to have even more sophisticated terminals. So the terminal is shifting from a Nokia into an Apple to enable more services and improve wider merchant and consumer experiences. Sorry, Nokia. So in this kind of devices, Android plays a crucial role because we have the ability to support the integration of business applications, and that's the beauty of these platforms. So we accommodate on these kind of devices business operations of the merchants, loyalty applications, advanced reporting services, and so on. Then we see another trend, different form factors, ePOSes. So we anticipate a blend of retail and payment applications on standalone workstations for the merchants. So terminal functions will be integrated into EPOS systems, but this goes vice versa. You will be seeing mobile devices, mobile terminals that will act as cash registers and so on. Then the cloud plays a crucial role on what is going to happen in the services that will be deployed in the coming years. Terminals will be connected to the cloud to enable new services and improve management and control of the estate. Let's speak about biometric. Biometric, in terms of technology, is there, and how it could be incorporated into our daily payment habits. Just like mobile phones, payment authentication could go biometric. So as an example, because we have the luxury of experiencing the latest technologies together with Ingenico, you might have the ability one day to authenticate yourself for a payment by scanning just your palm and nothing more. So you scan your palm once, and then you go to a cashier, you want to make a payment, you just raise your hand, and that's it, you are authenticated. Flexibility and reinvention on the fly. Services will be increasingly digital, virtual, and remote. Merchants will want the ability to manage POS terminals themselves. This is something that we see more and more, allowing for immediate changes to be made or instant capability to perform diagnostics and problem resolution on their own. So we see more and more merchants that they wish to have the ability to parameterize, enable, or deactivate services, or even fix a couple of easy things on their own without having to rely on someone else. So this is what we call the merchant self-service functionality that will be enabled in the terminals in the coming years. Of course, all the software updates, all the functionality activation, the troubleshooting, and so on, has to be done remotely for obvious reasons, and this has to be done in a very secure way. And I'm very happy to announce that all our customers will get the benefit of incorporating into the functionality of their POSs intelligent self-testing functionalities where someone could enable the terminal to perform a couple of tests, understand if everything is in place, and even generate a report that it is human-readable to understand if there is any issue, and if not, to whom they have to contact and perform a couple of actions. Remote management of the terminals. So remote control of the desktop can really revolutionize the way that we support the merchants. So imagine that someone is having an issue or he wants some instructions on how to operate and perform a transaction. He can call the call center, and the call center can, on that point, take control of the terminal, have a remote desktop connection on the device, and guide the merchant on the functionality that he wishes to be informed about. So a completely radical change on how we are supporting our customers. Then, dematerialization of the payment components. The classic model where consumers pay strictly at physical terminals will become rarer. Terminals will increasingly become virtual or integrated. This is already happening. You know that already. So we have the electronic receipts, no paper, yes. We have the soft POSs, obviously, which more and more are gaining traction and ground in the market, and we will see in the coming years software applications being integrated with other business applications that the merchants are using for their daily business. QRs also is going to be a large part of our life in the coming years. And by that, I'm saying that a portion of payments will be redirected to alternative channels. We might see situations where merchants will be using different kinds of devices, presenting a QR, and practically redirecting customers to e-commerce transactions and not card-present transactions. Also, instant payments will play a crucial role on developing this kind of payment habits, right? Now, all these have to do also with sustainability, that it is a crucial part of our life these days. Have you ever imagined how a terminal could be in 10 years from now? You know, together with Ingenico, we are pushing the boundaries of what technology can deliver for our daily payment habits. Sustainability is a crucial factor. And this is an example of an experiment of a really green terminal. Right now, every day, globally, we have something like 160 million terminals performing transactions on a daily basis. And these devices consume power. So what if we could find a way of revolutionize the way that these devices are operating, consume less power, being more friendly to the environment? So imagine that a terminal could be a device that can be manufactured from recycled materials like this, which is a kind of a recycled bamboo, and have a minimal interface and a minimal consumption of power. So these are things that we are experimenting and we might see in the coming future. Closing the remarks. Navigating this new world of commerce. One endpoint, practically one device type, does not fit to all the different customers that we have, that you have in the different markets. You need to provide options to the customers, and that means all these kinds of different devices that we're discussing about and the colleagues of Ingenico will be presenting a bit later. So we have merchants that they just need something very simple just to be there and perform their daily business. We have other merchants that they need to incorporate business functionality on the device, and there are different platforms to do that. That means that you have to incorporate in your organizations what we call the operating systems fluency, right? You see, we have Linux-based terminals, Android-based terminals, and now with the soft POSs, Android-based devices, and so on. Integration speed is going to be a key factor of success because we will be incorporating more and more services and applications coming from third parties, like the ones that our partners are here to present today. And of course, that means because we have a very fast-moving environment when it comes to technology and day-to-day payments, we have to build in our organizations, in our teams, resilience, adaptability for all the challenges that we have in front of us. So that was all, and thank you very, very much.
It looks like that this AI lady is very much fluent. She likes to discuss. So, thank you very, very much for being with us today. I think that we had some great messages being communicated today among the community. It's obvious that we are going through a technological breakthrough in the industry because we blend different operating systems, different kind of devices, different kind of services, some of them or most of them residing on the cloud. So all of us, we work in a way where we want to enhance the experience of the customers. We want to make all these kind of technologies and POS networks that operate across the different customers, across the different markets, to be more useful in their day-to-day operations. We are striving, of course, all together to create new revenue opportunities for our customers and for our companies. So I think that we have a great opportunity on taking advantage on all those things that we saw these days and take it from there together as partners and enjoy the journey. Thank you very, very much.